If you're watching this in the UK and you think what's happening with Iran is just another headline, I need you to hear this. The danger isn't just the headline, it's the ripple effects. It's the stuff that hits you quietly at the petrol station, on your energy bill, at the supermarket, and then one day you notice something feels off. So this video is simple. I'm going to give you 10 items I genuinely think UK households should consider getting before 1st of April 2026. Not because I want you to panic, but because I want you to be early. Because the worst feeling is not being unprepared. The worst feeling is watching everyone scramble at the same time. Welcome back to Charlie Survival, and listen, if you like calm, realistic UK preparedness, hit subscribe. And do me a favour, comment below how many days you think you could survive if a blackout struck the UK today. And so the algorithm pushes this to other normal people who need it. Now, quick promise, by the end of this video you'll know what to actually buy, not theory. What matters first, not what looks cool. And how to build a calm, bug-in setup that keeps your life running even if things get unstable. And I'm not talking about doomsday fantasy, I'm talking about British reality. Price spikes, supply chain disruption, short outages, queue panic, and people suddenly realizing how fragile modern life is. Right, let's get into it. Item 1, fuel you actually use. Let's start with the most obvious and the most emotional, fuel. Because when people feel uncertainty, they don't buy pasta first, they go straight to the petrol station. And even if there isn't an actual shortage, what happens is prices jump, queues form, and then your everyday life gets harder. So I'm not saying fill a bunker, I'm saying remove fragility. My baseline, keep your car above half a tank. And if you're doing it legally and safely, one proper fuel can you rotate. Add fuel stabilizer to the list if you're storing petrol for more than a short period. Not because it lasts forever, but because it buys you time and stability if you're rotating fuel properly. This is the boring item that becomes very exciting when everyone else panics. Item 2, shelf-stable protein. Now, here's the category people always underestimate, protein. Because you can survive on rice and pasta, but you'll feel absolutely dreadful without protein, and protein is what vanishes first when panic buying starts. So this is what you want. Tinned fish, tuna, sardines, mackerel, tinned meat if you eat it, beans, lentils, chickpeas, and yes, a few boxes of decent protein bars as grab-and-go emergency food. Not because bars are the foundation, but because they're fast calories and protein when you're stressed and busy. Aim for 2 to 4 weeks of shelf-stable protein. This is the foundation that stops you living like a starving Victorian. Item 3, backup power. Alright, item number 3 is the one that stops a bad day turning into chaos. With the current conflict, major oil issues, prices jumping, it's not the headlines that get you, it's the big ripple effects. Suddenly you've got power cuts, dodgy internet, and you're trying to keep the basics running while everyone else is reacting. This is why I like a reliable home backup unit like the All Powers R2500. It has a whopping 2016 watt hours of capacity and 2500 watt output. So it's not just charge your phone, it can actually run real stuff in your house when you need it. My rule is simple, bug in, stay calm, keep the basics running. So I'm using this for things like keeping comms going, phones, routers, radio, lights at night, kettle for a proper hot drink, and short real life runs on essentials. And the best bit is the solar. With the SP037 400 watt panel, you're not just draining a battery. You can top it back up when the sun's out for free while the energy prices rise, even if it's just to stretch your runtime. If you're building a calm, realistic home setup, this is the kind of item that changes everything right now before prices on things like power stations go up and everyone panics. I'll put the link to my setup in the pinned comment and the description. Use the discount code Charlie10 for 10% off. Right, back to the video. Number 4 is one nobody wants to talk about until it's suddenly inconvenient. Item 4, water storage and filtration. In the UK, we don't often imagine water going off, but local problems happen. Outages, mains burst, contamination issues, storms. Water is one of those things where if you have it, you feel calm. If you don't, your brain goes into panic mode. So keep it simple. A few days of bottled water or containers you can fill, plus a basic way to make water safe. Filter bottle and purification tablets as backup. And here's the mindset shift. You're not storing water because the end is near. You're storing water because you don't want to rely on the system being perfect 24/7. Item 5, carbs that actually feed you. This is where you build your calorie base: rice, pasta, oats, flour, cheap, dense, long-lasting. If you have protein but not carbs, you'll be hungry. If you have carbs but not protein, you'll be weak and miserable. You need both. So I like oats for breakfast, rice or pasta for main meals, flour or wraps for flexibility. And the key word is rotate. Don't build a museum pantry, build a pantry you actually eat from. Quick one, if you want my exact recommended kits, I've put it all on my Charlie Survival Amazon kit list. It's basically a curated list of stuff that actually works in the UK without wasting money on gimmicks. The link is in the description, and you can also find the free blackout checklist there as well. Download it, stick it on your fridge, and you'll instantly know what you're missing. And here's the bonus, when you download that checklist, you'll be the first to know when my full course drops, the UK Crisis Readiness System, home readiness, food, water, power, mobility, and UK specific decision making. Right, back to it. Item 6, cooking oil, salt and meal glue. This is the category that turns food into meals. People stock rice and beans and then realize everything tastes like damp cardboard. So get cooking oil, olive, coconut, sunflower, salt, stock cubes, spices, sauces. This sounds boring, but in a stressful period, morale is survival, and hot meals that taste good can reset your head. Item 7, off-grid cooking. If your power is patchy or you're trying to reduce reliance, you need a way to boil water and cook food. This is simple: cooking stove, fuel, lighter or matches, a stainless or titanium pot or kettle, and a manual can opener, because the most tragic prepper moment on earth is someone with a mountain of tins and no way to open them. This item makes your food stockpile actually usable. Item 8, light, batteries and phone power. People think they need candles. Candles are fine, but honestly, head torches win. A head torch turns you into a functional human in the dark. So I like head torches, a lantern, spare batteries, and a power bank for your phone. Because when your phone dies, you lose comms, information, torch, maps, banking, everything. Keep your devices alive and your stress drops instantly. Item 9, hygiene and sanitation. This is the one people laugh at until they live without it. Hygiene is health and sanitation is morale. So toilet roll, yes. Soap, toothpaste, washing powder, bin bags, disinfectant. That's it. Item 10, meds, first aid and rehydration. When things get unstable, the pharmacies don't instantly shut, but supply issues happen and people also panic buying medication. So paracetamol, ibuprofen, antihistamines, plasters, bandages, antiseptic, and rehydration salts and electrolytes. Because dehydration hits hard when you're stressed, ill or running around, and if you're on regular prescriptions, the real prep is stay organized, stay topped up as best as you can, don't leave it last minute. Bonus item. I said 10 items, but I'm giving you the bonus because it matters. Have a small amount of cash, have your key documents backed up, and have a simple plan: who you call, where you meet, what you do if the internet goes down. And the big one, know your neighbours, because the most resilient people are never the ones with the biggest stash. They're the ones with the strongest local network. Alright, quick recap. Before the 1st of April 2026, the essentials are fuel plus stabilizer, shelf-stable protein, backup home power, water storage and filtration, carbs that feed you, oil, salt, meal glue, off-grid cooking, light, batteries and phone power, hygiene and sanitation, meds, first aid and electrolytes. And remember the whole point, this isn't about fear, this is about removing fragility from your life. Now if you want the exact home backup power I recommend, click the link in the pinned comment and the description and use my code Charlie10 for 10% off. And don't forget, my free blackout checklist is in the description. Download it and you'll also be the first to know when my course drops, the UK Crisis Readiness System. If this video was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more real UK preparedness and survival. And if you want to understand what's happening in Iran, click this video on screen now to see how it ripples into the UK. Click the video on screen now to learn all about it in the Strait of Hormuz. Click it and remember, stay prepared, not scared.